Hello guys, it's WezTZK and today we're going to be talking about Killing Floor 3 Specialist. Now, yesterday we actually had a look at the making of Killing Floor 3. I'll leave a link to that if you want to see it. But yeah, now we have the Specialist Deep Dive, Killing Floor 3 Nightfall News, which is a new thing they're doing. I don't know if this is going to come out every single day or like twice a week or something, but it seems like a new thing they're rolling out, which is quite cool. You know, we get a nice insight into Killing Floor 3, what we can expect. Welcome Specialist. As member of Nightfall, a rebel group dedicated to combating the horrors of Horzine, much is expected of you beyond just eradicating Zeds. So let's talk about what being a specialist means in the world of Killing Floor 3. What is a specialist? So a specialist is the combination of a character and perk archetype, such as Foster and Commando, Devlin and Firebug. There can be any number of specific specialists on the field. And it seems like, again, they're sticking characters to perks again, which I know most people won't be happy with, and it does look like that. So what's familiar? Perk progression and customization. Each specialist perk has a level and unlockable skills that let you tailor your playstyle. As you level up, you unlock new abilities to customize your perk's gameplay. It's basically the same thing they said in the last video, the making of Killing Floor 3, where they basically said you can level up your perks, get some new skills. I even mentioned the skill tree is a lot more detailed now. Specialized primary weapons. Specialists now have a selection of primary weapons that align with their perk. However, you're not confined to these choices alone. How many are we speaking of? Like 3, 4? I'm guessing we get multiple. Do we even get a secondary choice? Freedom to adapt. You're encouraged to mix and match weapons from different perks to suit your preferred playstyle or adapt to any situation that arises. This is actually a recent thing they changed. So they basically took player feedback on board and made it so that all perk specialists rather have access to every single weapon regardless of who you play as, which I think was a major concern when Specialist was first introduced. But you know, it's nicely they're taking the feedback on board. You got unique grenades. Each perk comes equipped with a grenade that complements its role on the battlefield. Similar to Killing Floor 2, grenades are unique to each perk and can't be swapped, ensuring that perk retains its distinctive playstyle. So like Sharpshooter in Killing Floor 2 had the ice grenade, and to be fair, in Killing Floor 2 you couldn't actually customize grenades, so it does make it a bit more unique to the perk, apart from Survivalist, of course. Visual customization. Specialists will have the option to change their look via different cosmetic outfits and headgear. So of course it's like Killing Floor 2. I think you get it at the end of the game when you defeat the boss. You might unlock a certain cosmetic, or you might be able to craft it with like the Mastercraft stuff in Killing Floor 2, who knows. That's definitely in the game, so now you can customize your specialist to how you like it. You can even turn off voice and battle chatter if you want to, which is good. Again, if you don't want too much talking, you can basically just turn it off so you can actually concentrate on the Z noises. And not to mention as well, there's also free content updates. Plans for adding new and existing perk archetypes to specialists. So we could end up getting some Killing Floor 2 perks, or we could end up getting a completely new one, who knows. And along with that, we've also got new maps, weapons and features, and there's going to be more than one commando apparently. So by more than one commando, does that mean you're able to choose more than one character for commando, or is it just specific? So it's like, for example, if Scully and Mr. Foster could only be commando, is that what it means? Or can every single character be commando? Like, that's the kind of thing which isn't really specified. What's new in Killing Floor 3, you may ask then? Well, unique sidearms for every single perk. Each perk now comes with its own unique sidearm. Similar to primary weapons, you can now choose any sidearm from other specialists if it better suits your playstyle. And not to mention as well, like I said before, you can even mix and match them with other specialists, so it's pretty cool. And they've even mentioned they're going to be adding more in the future, so we get more sidearms to choose from. Selectable tools. Perks start with a tool that fits their specialization. For example, Imran begins with a multi-tool that can unlock traps, zip lines and more, which are basically the equivalent to support. Meanwhile, Foster starts with an ammo bag. However, any specialist can purchase any tool at the trader pod, giving you more options on the battlefield. So you can mix tools together. So for example, a commando could take a support tool. Is that how it's going to work? I guess that's what they're trying to get at. Enhanced levels and skills. You've expanded the progression system. Each specialist has 30 levels and over 30 skill choices, with each individual skill being able to upgrade 3 times. We've actually got an image further on which basically explains that. Operational budget system. As you level up, your operational budget increases, giving you the ability to start the fight with custom modified weapons. So it's basically like Cold War Zombies loadout system, I think. So if you never played Cold War Zombies, basically you get to choose your loadout, whereas in regular Zombies mode you just get a starting pistol. So I'm guessing it's something similar to that. Unique gadgets for each specialist. Every specialist wields a unique gadget, or otherwise known as the oh shit button, that reflects their personality and role. For example, Imran, our resident engineer, has integrated his Sonic Storm, a retractable twin cannon, into his exosuit. This gadget obliterates fodder Zeds and is incredibly powerful against larger enemies. Another crowd control kind of gadget then? Like what, does he have like speakers on his back or something? Meanwhile, Devlin is equipped with the Wildfire. This gadget emits a devastating ring of fire that incinerates nearby Zeds. So that's good for obviously controlling areas and such. Like if we do get area security missions in Killing Floor 3, that'd be a good gadget to use. And finally, Mr. Foster wields the Hellion, a drone that fires brutal acid attacks that creates corrosive explosions. So I think we've seen that actually in the gameplay reveal already. It's basically the Sentinel and the Bombardier, like just merged into something else. Right, and here is the meat of the video. So the specialist skill tree. The specialist skill tree now has more options focused on their perk, passiveness, throwables and gadgets, along with the choice to unlock further upgrades for each skill. With 30 levels to unlock for each specialist, players now have more choice to make than ever. So specialists earn XP from gameplay to level up, and a new tier of skill choices is unlockable every 2 levels. So it says a new tier of skill choices is unlockable every 2 levels, but yet if you look at the passive, throwable and gadget section, it says level 2, 8, 14, 20, 26. So what happens every 2 then? Oh, hang on. No, I get it, right. So it goes from left to right. I'm used to it going downwards like Killing Floor 2's progression system, but no. Right, I get it now. So you basically get 1 passive at level 2. Level 4 you get a throwable option. Level 6 you get a gadget. Level 8 you unlock your 2nd passive. And then level 10 you only get 1, and so on and so forth. But right, that makes sense now. It goes from left to right basically. Except in Killing Floor 2 obviously went downwards, which is what I thought it was. Oh, we got a bit of Destroyer of Worlds there. God damn, okay. I mean, looking at some of these, skills, they look pretty promising. Got some kind of ammo skill here. Possible shield one on level 2. Each tier of skill choices may contain 1 to 3 choices, and only 1 skill from each tier can be selected at a given time. So yeah, it basically works like Killing Floor 2 system. You can only choose 1. In Killing Floor 2 you could originally only choose 2 skills per tier. As you can see now we've got 3. I mean, it's a bit weird how they added just 1 for level 10 and 22. Could possibly put some more in, but of course this is a very early look at it. So each skill can be upgraded up to 3 times. Players can do this by earning and spending proficiency points. And this P right here next to the 75 is actually our proficiency points. As you can see here, we've got Hothead plus 1. Upgrade cost 100 proficiency points. Destroying an enemy's head with a ballistic weapon has a 20% chance to trigger an explosion, dealing 150 force damage. So there's different types of damage now. We got force damage here, but we don't know any others. Proficiency is earned by completing survival waves, killing Zeds, using tools, reviving allies, etc. You can basically do that in Killing Floor 2, except Medic got the XP for it, and you could also level up Medic using another perk in Killing Floor 2. Players also have a proficiency rank and icon that increases as they spend proficiency points, reflecting their mastery of the specialist. So this is your proficiency rank here, and I'm guessing this is the equivalent of the prestige system, perhaps, I don't know. But I'm guessing, you know, the more levels you get on the proficiency level, like you get better borders around your commando icon. So I'm guessing this is like the equivalent of your prestige from Killing Floor 2. As you can see in the example commando skill tree above, players will now have more options than ever before to customise their playstyle, not to mention weapon mods that will allow them to tailor their experience further. And again, under the image, they did say it's subject to change, so don't expect this to be fully like in the game when it releases. The specialists at launch. At launch, Killing Floor 3 will have 6 specialists. So far, we've introduced you to 3 Nightfall members. Foster is the Commando, Devlin is the Firebug, Imran is the Engineer, who is actually a combination of support and demo, and who utilises shotguns and high-powered weapons. So yeah, looks like demo is no longer a thing. We've sort of got rid of that to combine it with support, and yeah, support has now been replaced by engineer, and so has demo. So you know, I don't know how to feel about that really, but I guess it could be a good thing. And of course, they mentioned as well, we're going to have 6 more, or 6 total, so there will be more in the future. And to be fair, I think they're starting to make space for some new specialists, like some new perks we've never seen before in Killing Floor, so that'll be quite exciting to see what that will be. But this is it from me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, join Discord if you're new, follow me on the socials, and I'll see you in the next video.